Coming up now on 7 a.m., the deal is done but still needs to be signed. But now President Trump is calling for changes to the stimulus bill.
I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000. And not enough money is given to small businesses, and in particular restaurants.
Up ahead, we discuss what happens next to help struggling Americans.
Vaccines do continue to arrive all over the United States, and more Americans are being vaccinated, including members of Congress, who are now facing backlash for getting vaccinated before most first responders. So this morning, we want to hear from you. Who do you think should be vaccinated next?
Many of us are celebrating Christmas away from our families, so that big family Christmas meal may be a little bit smaller this year. We show you restaurants that are doing takeout meals for people who don't want to cook.
And a lack of cloud cover overhead this morning is causing temperatures to drop. We're talking a chilly morning and a chilly couple of days ahead.
Up with KREM begins now.
It is 7:01. Thanks for joining us here this morning on Up with KREM. Everyone has their fair share of grievances with 2020. So today is a special day for all of us to get them out. All of us Seinfeld fans out there, happy Festivus to you. Time to air your grievances. It's the day for the rest of us. Can I share my grievance?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
Okay, I ordered a new you all know this already. I ordered a new computer last month, and Apple has sent it to my old Buffalo address twice now. Come on, Apple. Come on.
Someone in Buffalo, though, is very
They have
happy
two
about that
brand new
mistake.
computers just sitting on their come on, man. It's not cheap. I had to save up quite a ways for that. I mean, come on, guys.
Dana Marie, any grievances yet?
Jeremy, I have no grievances
Come
because all
on.
you keep saying is
Dana
that there's going to
Marie,
be sunshine.
Dana Marie, you want to know what my grievance is? That you're just too happy all the time. Dana Marie is too happy. Dana Marie.
I have nothing to complain about, especially the sun. I
You
mean, come on.
wouldn't.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Oh, yeah, okay. Jen, are you more normal?
I have a lot of grievances. I've been texting my cousins this morning, but my brother just texted me moments ago and says, feats of strength begins
Preach.
at sunrise.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, here we are just a half hour away from sunrise. I'm going to start warming up. So, guys, here we go. Let's do weather. All right, I think I just stepped on something back here, so hopefully I didn't break it. No, maybe. Is the TV straight? Let's just take this full and get you guys outside. It's a chilly start to the day. 20 degrees here in Spokane, down to 14 in Deer Park, 19 in Coeur d'Alene, 18 in Ritzville, 21 there in Pullman. It is a cold, cold Wednesday morning, and we're right before sunrise here, so feats of strength do start in about a half an hour, so get ready for it. We have a couple of clouds hanging out over the Cascades, but that's where most of those stay throughout the day. We'll see a couple of those in the sky overhead. I'm calling today partly cloudy. That's the way I'm looking at this. As we get into the day tomorrow, mostly sunny. We don't have anything really to talk about until we get into the day on Friday, so expect more of this. Temps to start out the day near 20, and by the time we get into the afternoon, temps will climb into the mid to low 30s thanks to all of that sunshine. And that's the case today, tomorrow, and as we get into Friday, clouds build back in ahead of our next chance of snow. And yeah, Joshua, one more grievance. The snow just misses us by like 12 hours to give us a white Christmas.
Oh, I'm going to bring the aluminum pole over to you in just a little bit so we can celebrate this Festivus properly, Jeremy.
There we go.
Hey, this morning, President Trump is threatening to not sign the $900 billion coronavirus relief package, which was passed by Congress earlier this week.
The president says the $600 stimulus payments are just not enough. So now he's pushing to more than double those payments. The video, though, explaining his reasoning now has more than 15 million views.
Congress found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interests, while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it.
Now, the stimulus package is part of a larger bill to keep the government funded through September. The special interests he mentioned includes money for foreign countries and funding for museums like the Smithsonian.
I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000.
Now, you at home actually agreed with the president yesterday during our Twitter poll. More than 72% of you who voted thought that $600 was just not enough. Now, many members of Congress agree as well. During those negotiations, Democrats and some Republicans tried to include larger checks. The Republican senator from Missouri, Josh Hawley, has fought for larger checks since the beginning.
See what's in there. I think it should be $1,200. I think we should do at least what we did in the CARES Act. I mean, listen, working families, they need help. They need support. And let's remember, when they started out, they were going to get zero. So this is good movement in the right direction. I think it needs to be $1,200.
But these requests were blocked by Republican Senator Ron Johnson from Wisconsin.
We do not have an unlimited checking account.
Meanwhile, House Democrats say they will introduce an amendment tomorrow to increase payments to $2,000 like the president suggested, but it's unclear if that can pass the Republican-controlled Senate.
Now, in his speech, President Trump also spread misinformation about stimulus checks.
The bill also allows stimulus checks for the family members of illegal aliens, allowing them to get up to $1,800 each. This is far more than the Americans are given.
Well, our Verify team looked into that claim, and in our next half hour, they tell us why that is false. 7:06 now. Well, this morning, health experts are painting a grim picture of the pandemic.
The CDC says the U.S. will record over 3 million deaths in 2020, making it the deadliest year in the country's history. COVID-19 is linked to at least 322,000 deaths, and experts say the toll will only continue to rise for several weeks, despite the availability of the 2 coronavirus vaccines.
And new this morning, the federal government reached a deal to acquire 100 million doses of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. Some of those doses could be on the way to Washington. The Washington State Hospital Association is expecting about 172,000 total doses of both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Experts say hospitals will store the Pfizer vaccine. Meanwhile, health departments, primary care facilities, and private medical groups will take the Moderna doses. However, it's unclear right now how many of those doses will make it here to Spokane.
Panhandle Health in North Idaho is expecting over 4,000 doses of the Moderna vaccine this week. Kootenai Health set a record high for COVID-19 patients on Monday, December 22nd, with 86 patients, 30 of them who required critical care. As of right now, the hospital has been able to vaccinate nearly 700 employees against the virus.
Well, this morning, 2 healthcare workers in Idaho are recovering after suffering severe allergic reactions to the Pfizer vaccine. So here's what we know so far. Both have a history of severe reactions from injectable medication. One healthcare worker is fully recovered. The other is still in the hospital. 7:08 now. Let's check in with Dana Marie McNichol.
Good morning, Jen. Well, more and more people are getting vaccinated, even members of Congress. Now, we do want to hear from you at home. Who do you think should be vaccinated next? Text us your thoughts, 509-448-2000, and we'll put those up here on our morning show. We've gotten a couple of responses here, but we definitely want to know what you have to say. Let us know this morning as more people are getting vaccinated.
Yeah, Dana Marie, taking a look at some of those answers this morning. Our latest one being checkers at Walmart and other extremely busy stores should be vaccinated next. Someone also wrote in grandparents. All right, so keep those coming. If you have a suggestion, you see the phone number there on your screen, 509-448-2000. Time now for your morning rush. More news in less time.
A fire on the South Hill has left 4 people displaced this morning, just 3 days before Christmas. We talked with one of the people living there who, in addition to other challenges of 2020, has now lost his dad, his job, and now his home.
I miss my dad, man. What's killing me is I got stuff in there. My dad's earned everything I put, and I feel I'm freaking out like I lost it all. It's the only thing I have with my dad right now.
Now, the house and the things inside of it are largely destroyed or badly burned, but luckily we can report that nobody was hurt, and the 3 dogs who lived in the house got out okay as well.
Well, this morning, the FBI is investigating a train derailment in western Washington. Agents say 6 cars derailed yesterday in Whatcom County. The crash caused the crude oil to catch fire, forcing several evacuations, though right now it's unclear what caused that derailment. The State Department of Ecology is looking into the environmental impacts as well. This is the second train derailment to happen in Washington in the last 3 years.
It's been an interesting 24-plus hours for Seattle Supersonics fans who are aching for the return of their own NBA team. On Monday, Commissioner Adam Silver said the league is looking at the possibility of expanding the league due to financial hardships created by the pandemic. Those expansion fees could give team owners a nice influx of cash. That's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKrem on social media.
All right, 7:10 now. Well, if you're not feeling like you want to cook for Christmas, we have the story for you. After the break, we have the details about several local restaurants you can order from and get your Christmas meal to go.